guys, so today I wanted to speak to you about SAKIMI-CHAN'S face painting tutorial part 3. Why I focused on part 3 is because I wanted to focus on painting. My previous video, which focuses on how to actually draw faces, can be found below. Something that caught my attention while I was looking for a tutorial on how to paint was that many tutorials have too little steps, and painting is a very difficult process, I imagine, and I wanted something that was very detailed. So I looked online and I found little to none tutorials that were so detailed and free. So I have to warn you before I start speaking about this that it does cost money. There are a few pros and cons, as always, so I thought I would let you guys know, and then you can find the link in the description for this tutorial. Right now on the screen I will show you some pictures, some portraits that I did some time ago, and then I'll show you what I made with SAKIMI-CHAN'S tutorial. So I think you can judge yourselves whether this is a good tutorial or not, but I have to let you know it's about 2 hours long, so it's very detailed, and I had to stop at places to do the steps because SAKIMI-CHAN is obviously professional, so she's quite good at what she does, and she does it very quickly. I think this time around I will start with the cons just because there's just a few of them, so I think I just want to get them out of the way because the pros are just too many. So the cons are, firstly, there are some things that she uses, like Photoshop shortcuts, that let her do her work very quickly and without stumbling on certain things. And some of the menus, I have to admit, are quite hard to find, and I had to Google them separately. And I can imagine if someone has been following SAKIMI-CHAN'S tutorials all along since she started doing them, she probably explained all of that sometime, but as a new supporter of hers and as a new customer, I would have liked to see some of that integration for new people, because it's not really good to give critique without actually giving any suggestions. In case SAKIMI-CHAN is listening, I would suggest maybe doing like a Word document that is constantly updated with any shortcuts, any Photoshop stuff that you use, and then that document being in every tutorial pack that you create. Another con was, as I mentioned, was that there is quite a lot of fast work, and although the commentary is quite good, still when she works it's quite fast, and I needed to stop. And maybe it's not about realizing people are not that good, but it's about realizing that people have different working speeds, and maybe trying to focus more on certain aspects, like when you switch, we can't switch that fast. For example, I find it very difficult to switch between modes of brushes because I haven't used that before, and I realized that I haven't been using my program correctly and I haven't been using to its full potential. I wouldn't say that the price and the fact that it's paid for is a con, because definitely creators like her should be supported and should have the ability to create stuff like that, and the ability to support people with resources rather than money, because we support her with money and she gives us her incredible talent, and I think that's a fair trade-off. Pros of the tutorial: it's very professionally made, it's step by step, it explains everything very well, it's a real insight into the processes that she has. Another pro is that she's speaking about, obviously, about portraits, but her painting methods, I'm sure, can be applied to any other type of painting if you have the talent to actually realize what sort of colors and what sort of anatomy and composition you need. The raw technique could be applied to anything, so this is a tutorial that is not only for portraits, but it's just for painting techniques in general, and I think that's really useful to say, because if someone is like wondering, should I give $10 for just painting faces, and I don't want to paint faces, maybe you should think about whether there's something else you can learn. But I can imagine SAKIMI-CHAN has loads of tutorials, so she probably has something that's not faces, and that's equally as useful. Overall, I would recommend this tutorial to anyone. You can see what I've done So I'll leave you to the video. I really enjoyed making it. It was more than I would usually spend on a face, which is a great improvement because I realized that no matter if you make mistakes, it's fine. You can just correct them and move on, and as much as you correct, your drawing gets better and better, which is something I learned from her. Please enjoy! Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, please comment and subscribe. Bye!